Most people don't notice the moment when everyday movements start to feel a little heavier. Maybe you catch yourself pushing off your knees to stand up. Maybe a flight of stairs feels like a bigger negotiation than it used to. Or maybe you wobble for a second while putting on a shoe and laugh it off. Here's what I want you to know. Those small moments are not just aging in some vague, unstoppable way. They're feedback. Your body is quietly telling you how well your systems are holding up. And if you can still do a few specific things as you get older, science suggests your biological age may be younger than your chronological age. In plain English, your body might be aging more slowly than the calendar says. Today, I'm going to walk you through 3 simple abilities that act like real-life health markers. They look ordinary, but they're deeply tied to longevity, metabolism, brain resilience, gut health, sleep quality, and how well your nervous system and muscles work together. I'll explain why each one matters, how they connect to things like inflammation and stress hormones, and what you can do to keep or rebuild them no matter your starting point. I'm not here to diagnose anything. I'm here to help you understand your body in a clear, evidence-aware way and give you a practical plan you can use in real life. Let's start with the first ability, standing up from a chair without using your hands. I know that sounds almost too simple to matter, but stay with me. Think about what has to happen for that movement to be smooth. Your ankles and hips need enough mobility to let you lean forward. Your glutes and thighs need enough strength to lift your full body weight. Your core has to stabilize you, and your brain has to coordinate the timing so you don't pitch forward or lose balance. Researchers call this the sit-to-stand test, and it's one of the strongest functional predictors we have for independent aging. When you can rise from a chair confidently without using your hands, it's a sign you're preserving lower body strength, coordination, and neuromuscular control. That combination is a big deal for long-term mobility. Here's an analogy I use a lot. Your legs are like the foundation of a house. You can have a beautiful roof, great windows, all the fancy stuff, but if the foundation weakens, the whole structure becomes unstable. Lower body strength is your foundation for life. It helps you get out of cars, off toilets, up from the floor, and into the world without needing assistance. It also supports joint health and reduces the strain on your back and knees. And there's a metabolism piece here too. Muscle is one of your biggest metabolic organs. It helps regulate blood sugar, improves insulin sensitivity, and keeps your energy systems efficient. So when you maintain strong legs, you're not just protecting movement. You're protecting metabolic health and lowering chronic inflammation. The second ability is walking briskly without stopping for breath. Walking speed is so informative that some clinicians call it a 6th vital sign. Why? Because it reflects how well your heart, lungs, blood vessels, muscles, and nervous system are working as a team. If you can walk at a steady, confident pace for several minutes without getting winded, it tells me your circulation is strong. Your lungs exchange oxygen efficiently, and your muscles can use that oxygen without panicking. People with faster walking speeds in older age consistently show better health span, better brain outcomes, and lower overall risk from chronic disease. That's not about being athletic. That's about keeping your internal systems responsive. And walking does something else that's often overlooked. It supports your circadian rhythm. Your body runs on a 24-hour clock. When you move during daylight, especially earlier in the day, you reinforce that clock. Your brain gets the message that it's daytime, your stress hormones rise and fall more appropriately, and your body becomes more likely to produce deep sleep later at night. Deep sleep isn't a luxury. It's when your brain clears waste, your cells repair, and your muscles recover. So brisk walking connects directly to recovery and longevity in a way that feels almost unfairly simple. The third ability is balancing on one leg for at least 10 seconds. This one surprises people most. Balance isn't only about leg muscles, it's about your nervous system. Your brain, inner ear, vision, and tiny sensors in your joints and feet are all talking to each other in real time to keep you upright. Being able to stand on one leg is like a quick systems check for that whole network. Studies show that weaker balance in older adults correlates with higher fall risk, fractures, and even shorter lifespan. That's not because balance is magical. It's because balance reflects the health of the brain-body connection. If you keep that connection sharp, You're keeping your reflexes, coordination, and neural pathways alive and adaptable. That's a hidden pillar of longevity. Now let me say this clearly. If you can't do one or more of these right now, that doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you've got a clear training target. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Your body is incredibly trainable across the lifespan. Strength can improve in your 80s. Balance can improve in your 70s. Walking speed can improve in your 60s and beyond. What matters is consistent, intelligent input. Let me share a short story. A while back, I worked with a woman I'll call Lila. She was 79, mentally sharp, socially active, but she felt her body slipping. She needed her hands to rise from the couch. She got winded walking to her mailbox, and she felt unstable when climbing a step stool in her garden. Her goal wasn't to become a fitness influencer. She wanted to keep gardening and playing on the floor with her grandkids without fear. We kept things realistic. 10 minutes a day, most days of the week. Slow chair stands, gentle leg strengthening, short walks with a tiny burst of faster pace, and a simple balance drill by her kitchen counter. 5 months later, she stood up from a chair without using her hands for the first time in years. She told me it wasn't just physical. It felt like her confidence came back online. That's what functional movement gives you. It gives you your life back in small, powerful ways. So how do you train these 3 abilities in a way that supports your whole body? I'm going to give you a clear 7-step protocol. Think of it as your mobility longevity routine. These are not medical treatments. They're educational guidelines with simple ranges that most healthy adults can adapt. If you have specific conditions, talk with your healthcare provider. Step 1 is lower body strength, 3 times per week. Keep it simple. Chair stands are perfect. Sit in a firm chair, feet under knees, lean forward slightly, and stand up without momentum if you can. If you need your hands, use them lightly at first, then reduce support over time. Start with 2 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Rest. Over weeks, build toward 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. You can also add wall sits for 20 to 40 seconds, or glute bridges for 8 to 12 reps. The point is to remind your body that these muscles matter. Step 2 is daily walking. Aim for 10 to 20 minutes most days, and if you're already walking, add a few minutes. Once or twice during your walk, include a 30 to 60-second brisk segment where you deliberately pick up the pace. You should feel slightly challenged but still able to speak in short sentences. Those brisk bursts train your heart, your lungs, and your mitochondria for better energy production and metabolism. Step 3 is balance practice every day, but keep it light. Stand near a wall or counter. Lift 1 foot and hold for 10 seconds. Repeat 2 to 3 times per side. If that's easy, go to 15 or 20 seconds. If it's hard, keep a fingertip on the counter for safety while your nervous system adapts. Balance is a skill. The brain learns by repetition. Step 4 is mobility for hips and ankles, 5 minutes a day. Because strength without mobility is like putting a bigger engine in a car with stuck brakes. Gentle ankle circles, calf stretches, and hip openers help you stand up more smoothly and walk with better stride length. You don't need fancy routines, just consistent movement through comfortable ranges. Step 5 is anti-inflammatory foods to support joints and recovery. The goal is to reduce background inflammation, not chase perfection. Prioritize colorful vegetables, leafy greens, berries, olive oil, nuts, seeds, legumes, and fatty fish if you eat it. Add fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut to support probiotics and gut health. A calmer gut often means calmer immune signaling and less systemic inflammation. That translates to easier movement, better skin barrier function, and more stable energy. Step 6 is magnesium and hydration support. Magnesium is involved in muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, and energy metabolism. Many people don't get enough. Foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and dark chocolate help. If you supplement, common educational ranges people use are about 200 to 400 milligrams per day, often in the evening, but always check what's appropriate for you. Pair that with steady hydration and electrolytes, especially if you sweat or drink a lot of caffeine. Dehydrated tissues don't move well. Step 7 is sleep and circadian rhythm protection. Deep sleep is your repair shop. Try to get morning sunlight in your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes soon after waking. It anchors your circadian rhythm, supports insulin sensitivity, and helps your body know when to feel alert and when to wind down. Keep evenings calmer, dim lights, reduce screens if you can. Gentle stretching or breath work lowers stress hormones and helps your nervous system shift into recovery mode. If intermittent fasting works for you, keep it gentle and consistent, not extreme. A stable routine is more powerful than a dramatic one. When you put these steps together, you're not just training movement, you're training the systems underneath movement. You're helping your metabolism stay flexible. You're keeping inflammation low. You're supporting gut health and probiotics. You're protecting sleep depth and circadian rhythm alignment. You're improving mobility, coordination, and recovery. This is what aging well actually looks like in real life. Now let's make this even simpler with a clean 3-step starter plan for this week. Step 1. Every morning, do 5 slow chair stands. Use hands if you need to, and aim to use them a little less each week. Step 2. Take a 10-minute walk after 1 meal per day and include 1 short brisk burst. This supports glucose control, digestion, and metabolism. Step 3. Practice single leg balance for 10 seconds on each side while you brush your teeth or wait for coffee. That tiny daily repetition is how your nervous system rewires. If you can already do these 3 abilities easily, celebrate that. You're not just doing fine. You're showing a younger biological profile than most people your age. And if you can't yet, that's not a verdict. It's a roadmap. Your body is responsive. Your brain is adaptable. With steady input, your strength can return, your balance can sharpen, your walking speed can rise, and your confidence can grow right alongside them. I want you to remember this. Mobility is not about vanity. It's about freedom. It's about waking up in a body that feels capable. It's about living with independence, dignity, and joy. Your chronological age will keep moving forward, but how you age biologically is shaped by what you do today, tomorrow, and the day after that. Keep moving. Keep building strength. Keep protecting recovery. And let your future self thank you for it.